Mohbad is helpless. Members of the public, we are helpless. Yes, we've been standing for this man, but the truth be told, who is going to help us if the government is not going to help us? We will be standing. What's going to happen is we will be standing to support Mohbad's father, but Mohbad's father will not be able to tell us what is going through. Because that statement he made on VDM's show that he will believe in Lagos, he says a lot. He's screaming that this man is not even able to say what he's going through to anyone because he's afraid. Let's face it here. And so I empathize with him. I would just say, may Nigeria never happen to us. Because if we find ourselves in that situation, what are we going to do? I am begging us in God's name, because I understand from this perspective of the public as well. I've also been on Justice for Mohbad as an observer from day one, but I don't come out to speak on the platform until maybe sometimes a few months ago. So I see that we all need to calm down a little bit. Let's try to keep things together mentally. Let's look after our mental health. Let's be encouraged. For whoever feels I need a break because this is too much for me, I put so much of my time and energy, blah, blah, blah. The Lord will reciprocate all your actions, all your efforts, be it in kind or cash. The Lord will reciprocate it. Seek justice for Mohbad or see Baba Mohbad before the man has hurt you. Can you serve God through Baba Mohbad? Please, I beg us. Can we try to understand the pain, the unseen pain of that man? Because for me, I think justice for Mohbad is deeper than anyone could ever imagine. And I think that man is bottling a lot that he's unable to say to anyone. Allegedly, but this is my opinion. Because this is what all of this thing screams. So for whoever may be upset, from the last show of Mohbad's father, I am pleading with us. Can we, in God's name, serve God through that man? If my Yoruba is perfect, I would say, because my mom is Yoruba, I would say, Ejeka Sion Lord through that man. Please, I'm begging us. I am begging us, because everybody has the right to be angry. I'm not going to be paying attention to Baba Mohbad's needs and not pay attention to that of the public. No, we all have emotions and every one of us will matter in this case. But I'm just pleading with us. Let's persevere a little bit. Let's exercise some patience, please. Unfortunately, I don't have much time to go. And yeah, I just have to drop it here. Thank you so much. God bless us. Good morning, everyone.
No problem, Kwayani. Thank you, and thank you for stopping by, and thank you for your input. I just brought Mr. Guresi up. I wanted to ask him something. I didn't want to, ask that question while he was not here. And thank God Baba Guresi is here. Baba Guresi, good morning. I just have a few things to ask, concerning this case. Baba Guresi, Emma Binu,
Good morning, sir.
Yeah? Okay. Okay, sorry, Mr. Ishak. Baba Guresi, I'm coming back to the question. So, Mr. Ishak, sorry. Mr. Ishak, please, you have the floor.
Mr. Ishak, you're busy here. I just want to do it so that you can have it.
No, I'm not going to. I'm even busy. That's why I just want to drop this.
I want to.
Good morning, my brother, and the panelists. Yes. I want us to just note these steps. When the corona was going on, Sanshitu called out all the suspects in the house, and also those who were not inside the house, the Ramali and Samlari, that everybody must come back. And the judge agreed and even threatened to subpoena anyone who refuses to come. What happened? Only two of these old people threatened. Only two of them came. And the two of them who came are Samlari and Ramali. Just those two of them that came. What happened to the rest? Was the whole threat all about just Sam Larry and Naira Marley? And immediately those two people came. The third person that came, or let me say maybe the hospital that came, the Perez hospital appears to be neutral. They are never suspect. They just to maybe for their own expert analysis, yes, or submission. That's the reason why they came. They are not suspects in the case. The driver was also a suspect in the case. So, but the suspects, out of all the suspects, threatened to or invited to come, let me not use threaten, only 2 honored that call. The rest did not show up. And none of them was subpoena. Just let's take note of that. We are also giving the impression that Spending even wanted to come back, and we're looking at using the timeline to push for forensic analysis, because from all submissions it was obvious that was disrupted for them to have enough time to create a false alibi, and that is why they diverted attention from the house to outside. Now, immediately after the Lagos State cleared Naira Marley Sam Larry, what happened? There was a swift response from our son to appeal that judgment, and the son made us to realize that judgment will not stand. That seems to also be focusing on Sam Larry and Naira Marley. And if you consider what happened at the inquest, where it was very clear there were enough ground to disagree with the judgment, our son quickly acknowledged as spy, and the nurse appeared by 2:30 to be treating same person. There's enough ground for all of us to know that something is not right. Darosha even admitted that he was called around 12 as well. So, and the expert opinion, that's from Perez Hospital, confirmed that the person that was brought in by over 3 hours before that time. To me, I don't know what the influence are, but I will say something is not right on this matter. On the man that lost his son, he's not a professional, he's not a rich man. For a man to sit down and be begging his lawyer, something is not right. That's the man that he paid for his service. Even if it's as a discount rate, at least the money was contributed by the public, not for the man who now engaged a lawyer and paid for his service. To now be begging the same person that please and that if any other person is coming, any other professional is coming, they have to sit down with this same lawyer to review agree, and the lawyer is already pointing at royalties. It gives an impression that the whole struggle has been reduced to royalty at this stage. For Nigerians who are keen on justice, we continue to do what we have been doing. We didn't come to this battle for trophy. We came to make Nigeria better and safer for all of us. It's a clarion call, and for every struggle there are limitations. We've continued to pray for the man, and we hope that we get justice that we all pray for. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Ishak. Thank you for your...
Kẹ́tó sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kí n tún fi point kan sí pẹ̀lú nǹkan tí grandpa mi sọ nísìnyí. Ṣé rí ní ìgbà tí wọ́n ní pé DPP tí wọ́n fẹ́ sùn wọn, tí wọ́n fẹ́ re-appeal, wọ́n sọ yí pé wọ́n negotiate sí 15 million naira ipe lóhun máa gbà ipe láti re-appeal. So ibi tẹ́ ara ti ń fún èmi nìyí o, ó sọ pé wàá gba 15 million naira, ó wá ní so o consider bàbá Mohbad o consider o kó san 5 million naira. Ẹ fojú wo náà, ọ̀pẹ̀rẹ̀ ní lọ́ọ̀yà, o dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ fún client ẹ̀, must still reduce that price, must still reduce it. Tó bá tẹ̀ fẹ́ reduce the price yẹn kò yẹ kó tó 5 million naira. Definitely o ò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú reappeal yẹn.
No.
Onílé ṣé mo ìjẹta tá wà ní orí show ṣé mo pé ẹ gbé àwọn kan ṣépè ẹ gbé wọn ṣépè gidigidi.
A máa ṣòfò ni.
Ṣé mo pé woman kan ó wà nísàlẹ̀ yẹn woman Tọ́lá yẹn ó kọ́kọ́ ń romance yín nísàlẹ̀ ó ń rẹ́rìn ìgbà tó bá ó ké bọ̀ ó wá sókè. Tẹ́ bá wọn ti statement tí woman yẹn sọ ó ní àgbà lọ́ọ̀yà kan ayọ́ àgbà kejì ayọ́ ó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ she said that ó ní ṣé àtúwá máa yọ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ni and then point tí mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹfà yọ ni ó ní and then báwo ni bàbá Mohbad ṣe fẹ́ win federal government àti Lagos government. Yes, she said that.
Ẹ má bínú, Queen of Rattle. Let me say this. Let me quickly say this. I'm a very sensitive man. I'm a very sensitive and well-detailed man. I'm very detailed. When that woman came up, the first thing she mentioned was she being a politician. I knew there's a problem because there's one mad woman.
Of course, you don't come off the
that instincts me. That's why I said I'm a very detailed man. I take note. I like to sit back and listen to people. There's one mad woman, Tene, Tomawasi platform me. She enjoys watering down the people's expression about how the state and the federal government is treating the people. Yeah, she resides in London. She's a mad woman, a very useless one at that. I always give her the benefit of doubt, thinking maybe she just have a whatever. The day she mentioned about the Awolowo's, I was said Awolowo, all the wealth they acquired was through hard works. If there was any mental problem, she's also a politician. So when this Detola woman came, her voice sounds the same with that imbecile of a woman, yeah? I knew she's up to something. But me being me, Mama like Imuyobai. I don't like the way Mama like Imuyobai. You remember that when you mentioned the name Detola, you said that I remembered her because she mentioned that she came out as a whatever house of rep.
Excuse Oju, fojú kan wo, aside.
Yeah, but he mentioned I was. So I gave her the opportunity to say all that she said that day. Now, I didn't judge her immediately. I took my time. I knew that like I'm not working today. Something would be reviewed. And here I am today. So you are telling me, with all that she said that day, with all the things she said,
yes,
people working against the getting justice from Mohbad.
Yes, she said that. Ṣé bàbá Mohbad tí ò ní nǹkankan tó jẹ́ pé kápẹ́ńtà ni ṣé ló máa win ní federal government àbí state government? She said that. And then secondly, brother mi, àwọn kan tún wá wà ní káàkiri London, Canada tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n tọ̀mẹ́ǹtì àwọn tó ń ṣe true of justice tí wọ́n lọ máa snap ilé wọn, wọ́n máa competition mọ́ wọn, wọ́n máa threaten wọn. Irú bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà yìí, wọ́n bọ̀ wá bá yín o. Tí wọ́n bá fi get ibi tẹ́ ti ń ṣiṣẹ́, wọ́n á road petition lọ síbẹ̀.
Queen of Rattle, I want to tell you this. Some of us, we might be a cool-headed person. Yeah? We might be quiet. But we are not good person. I know that. Even missing.
General something, so you get from section.
Don't have business with government. But when I dig deep into my findings, let me call that again. If I dig deep into my findings, would the power be? My make sure pé ìṣúná lòdì òkú tẹ́mi sìn ò ní jẹ́ èèyàn. Ó jẹ́ intermediary ló lò tó fi first of all ó tiẹ̀ lè lò. Àwọn tó lè ṣe fún lọ ṣe fún ìṣúná ló lè mí sìn. Àwọn kúnlẹ̀ sun Jésù pé oh God we don't stop getting it wrong. Ibi tẹ́mi ti wá èṣù làwa ń sìn ògún làwa ń sìn. If I did my that's why tí olúwa ṣe kàwé ìyá ló jẹ́ ká kàwé. Let me help you to understand. The knowledge we have today is due to the system. So I do not came from a rich home. I came from a home where a dream is given. If you want whatever thing you want to do, whatever good you want to be, you want to do in life, you must acquire education. So ìyá ló jẹ́ ká lọ school, ìyá ló jẹ́ ká gbọ́. So if you think, no, I'm not that person. But ó ti pẹ́ tí mo ti ṣẹjọ́, so èmi kò mind the petition. Ẹjọ́ ẹ̀yin wèrè, tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti competition, ara ló máa pa yín ẹ̀ ní sórí rẹ̀. Ẹ máa ṣe òfin.
Àmín.
Gbogbo yín ọmọdé ni, àgbà ni, ọkùnrin obìnrin, oṣù olé ni, àjẹlé ni. Gbogbo àwọn ẹyẹ kéékèèké tẹ níyẹn. Ó dàbí tẹ bá fò lóru, ẹ máa ń pàgbẹ́ máa ń gbà kò ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe òfò ni. Tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá competition yẹn, ara ló máa pa yín. Ẹ máa ṣe òfò ní ẹ̀ ní délé pé àwọn tó nílé ayé máa gbéṣẹ́ fún yín, ẹ̀ ní dé èèyàn. Competition. Ṣé ibi tẹ́mi ń gbé òun sì ná?
Àwọn tó wá ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn, admin, WhatsApp admin, àwọn yẹn náà wọ́n slot àwọn èèyàn káàkiri.
Ọlọ́run ló máa bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́.
Àwọn yẹn náà ló slot àwọn èèyàn káàkiri. BJ 6 months ni ó fi lọ síbi iṣẹ́ 6 months. Daddy York same thing. Káàkiri báyẹn wọ́n ṣe débi pé wọ́n tún lọ snap ilé Daddy York. Wọ́n lọ snap ilé ẹ̀. Wọ́n fẹ́ fi petition. So gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ẹ máa gbọ́ o, gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tó yẹ kó jáwọ́ ní Nàìjíríà wọ́n ti lọ torment wọn, wọ́n ti lọ.
Ó ti pẹ́ tọ́lọ́pàá ti kọlẹ̀kùn mi. Inú mi máa dùn kí n rí lẹ́tà pé beneficiary omi la yé o. A pè é lẹ́jọ́ àwùjọ ó ti pẹ́. Ẹjọ́ ẹ sẹ́ndì petition yín wọlé, ẹ sẹ́ndì ọjà yín wọlé.
Hello? Yeah.
Ẹ jẹ́ sọ fún yín, láti ìgbà tí mo ti dàgbà, láti tí mo ti kéré, tí mo fi dàgbà tó yìí, mi ò tí ì rẹ́ anybody tó pe Jésù, pé lórúkọ Jésù, kí gbogbo ìṣòro ayé mi kó wó lulẹ̀. Irọ́ ni. Kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Bọ̀ ibi tẹ́mi ti wá, mo ti rí ibi tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó gírí lanu ògiri. If anybody can pray their way out of poverty, Christians and Nigerians are the most prayer warrior in the entire universe, including the Christians and the Muslims. If prayer solves people's problem, the condition and situation we are and we have been and we are still strolling to in Nigeria would have been solved. Nigeria would have been the best country in the world if prayer does everything. Okay. So if you think maybe you no, let me not even go there. Please send your orders. I want to hear one competition against me. I want to be involved. Only petition can allow me to be involved in person. I've not been involved in person. I really want to be involved in person. Because the competition against me, listen, for standing up, demanding for true justice for somebody who was murdered in his house. I want to be involved in person. So that, because where I come from, they said, and I quote, the only power around useless people. Then make sure they obstruct the justice from Mohbad. The only power you have is to oppress the people, just like the government has been oppressing you. Like I always said, 8 to 9 out of 10 Nigerians are oppressors in waiting. They have just not been given the opportunity to oppress the next man. Let me take that again. 8 to 9 out of 10 Nigerians, they are oppressors in waiting. They have just not been given the opportunity to have the ability and power to oppress the next man. So the only thing they know how to do is to try to shut the people up. I dare all of you. Àwọn yàrá yàní, àwọn bàbá ńlá kú bàbá yín, wọn bí ẹ máa ṣe òfò ni. I want to be involved in person. Only when you write petition against me, ló máa mú mi wọlé in person. I want to be there in person. Write the petition. Tell about write petition. Látòrí ẹ tó ṣí WhatsApp group. Àtẹ̀tẹ̀ wà nínú WhatsApp yẹn. Àti gbogbo àwọn lóyè lọ́ba tó wà ní involved nínú kéèsì àtàwọn pọ̀lísà tó wà nínú kéèsì. Àrà ló máa pa yín ẹ̀mí sórí rẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú alágbàákò yìí. Àtẹ̀yin olórí burúkú àwọn àgbààgbà tó gbé dìde. Tọ́ní kẹ́ lọ tọ̀mọ́lẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tẹ gbàrìbà tẹ jẹ́. Ní dalẹ̀. Ọjọ́ tẹ bá ṣọ́kú tẹ bá sùn. Ilẹ̀ ò ní gbà yín. Ọjọ́ tó bá sì wọnú ilẹ̀, òjò ló máa wú síta olórí ibu ni. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn jákújákú yìí. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ dá. Please send your order. I dare all of you. You think me I want to call the Inspector General of Police? Nah. You think I will call any police? No. When you send your order, your petition, I will gladly dress up and go to that police station to invite me here. You will love it. I dare you. I dare all of you. Ara ló máa pa yín, ẹ máa ṣe òfò ni. Ara pa bàtàbàtà pa jìbìjìbì tí òfò lẹ́sẹ̀. I dare all of you.
Ade, you don't need to stress yourself for all those things, so you don't need to stress yourself. I'm sharing it.
Kini ẹjọ́ ẹ máa
Ẹ lọ bèrè ni. Bag of trouble lè ní bag of trouble. Kò ní dá fún yín. Ara ló máa pa yín, ẹ máa ṣe òfò ni.
Only because of money, people will support evil in that country. How do you expect things to work? Because of position, because of appointment, a lawyer, a judge will not do his job.
My brother, not only Nigeria. My brother, not only Nigeria. All those people they are living in London, UK, America, they are the same thing. Dublin, they are the same thing. Those people are compromised.
See, check anybody that will support any useless government is benefiting from the government. Anybody to support the government.
We have lost everything.
Everything.
We've lost everything.
Everything.
We don't have empathy. We don't have respect. We don't have love for humanity. I don't know, man.
Everything.
Good morning, Mr. Onile.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. Please, I want you to ask Mr. Guresti a question before
Yes,
I ask,
I am.
because I need to ask a question. Yes,
All
please. Thank you, sir.
So, Mr. Guresti, I'm sorry for my outburst. Olórí burúkú làwọn èèyàn yẹn. Èmi ò ní yé fún wọn lépè. Endless èpè lọ ní lẹ́nu tèmi. Well packaged èpè. Now, moving on, Mr. Guresti. So I did a lot of listening to Baba Mohbad in recent time. A couple of days ago. So I've been going through this stuff. So I found out that you're directly connected to Baba Mohbad. That's good. Thank you. Now, Mr. Grace, I want to ask my question. Please, are you aware that CRY0UT was the former lawyer or probably still present lawyer to Yabojo? And also, who contracted or okay, let me just put it. Who contracted deals for Baba Mohbad?
Well, thank you very much, dear brother. And I so much appreciate your high level of intelligence and maturity. In life, there is no error in trial. All we do is we try to know what is best at a particular time, in which it makes me to come to a submission that life itself is a gamble. Because you don't know what to come tomorrow, you don't know the outcome, especially in Nigeria, of any step you take. Back to your questions. I think I can grab 2 questions on there. The first one, you asked if I knew that Yabo Ojo's lawyer. Well, I didn't know at the initial, and I got to know when it was blown out on social media. I never knew. And God bears me witness that if I knew, well, I'm not somebody that hide feelings. I speak the truth to power, and I stand by justice and stand by the truth. On who contracted SAF3? Well, I did my own, I played my own little role, because as at the time, when Baba wanted to change his lawyers, Odumosu precisely at that particular time, even before the Lord sacked Odumosu, I have been saying my own that, look, this Odumosu should be let go. Each time I cited examples, people here, a lot of people were relating to him directly or indirectly. And 8 months before he was sacked, Odumosu was hunting me down and seeking a lot of things against me, even lying against my person. We didn't speak. I have no power on the choice of Baba. When he's ready to do something, I don't dictate to him, neither do I tell him what to do. I can only assist him to execute the good that I see he wants to do. That is what I sacrifice myself for. On who contacted SAF3? When they decided that they want to let Odumosu go, people said we needed sound. Very few people sat down and you see, looking for a lawyer in Nigeria, you can go on the internet and search. We want criminal lawyer who is good. Certain lawyers were seen and they were like being discussed one after the other, looking at their office, looking at their number. And it got to a stage, there were like 2 lawyers, senior lawyers, prominent lawyers in Nigeria that we first sought after. We called, we couldn't get through. The other one, we were like, this one, like 3 to 5 lawyers were being considered. And eventually, they said, okay, this is CRY0UT. We read his resume, we read what he has done, and it was like, let us check out this lawyer. And yeah. Yes.
Are you familiar with the relationship between Yabo Ojo and SAF3? Are you familiar?
Hello. I think I answered the question. I was never familiar with it. Not at all.
Alright. Along the line, they will find out. That is, you found out later, yeah?
Yeah.
Along the line, they will find out, Egbon. Did you call the attention of Baba Mohbad that this particular SAF3 is not a good option because he was, or rather, still work with Yabodo as a lawyer.
Hello, bro. For my own sake and for the sake of the one, my question my answer might not be direct.
Education number.
Sorry, I will say I played my role. I did what I supposed to do. I did what I supposed to do.
Mr. Gracie.
Yeah.
You know that this justice for Mohbad is between Yabo Ojo.
Please key in your personal identification number.
You know that justice for Mohbad is between Baba Mohbad and Yabo Ojo and Akam, because the WhatsApp group that very dark man exposed, which contains all the justice of obstruction of justice for Mohbad and all the narratives that was cooked, which was put out there to the general public after being cooked from the WhatsApp group. So automatically, you and I, we are extremely intelligent enough to understand that it is a battle between Baba Mohbad and Yabo Ojo. So using a lawyer that is somewhat or somehow connected to Yabo Ojo in the person of Sashitu is a wrong move. And you being a person who is directly connected to Baba Mohbad, from my findings, you are supposed to put a stop to that. But obviously, you didn't do that because you can't give a direct answer.
Hello. You know what? I did more than you can think of when it comes to that. I have my reasons why my answers may not be direct. Look, let me say this to you. Jesus. Sorry.
Your card and receipt are ready to move.
I did a video out of my. You see, okay, let me just say this. Baba coming out to say certain things in recent time. Do you think it is from it that action was from him or was from his mind? I can tell you the action was not from him. The action and those things he said were not really from his mind or his heart. But there were forces, unseen forces, that were behind it. That I may say that, man, I don't know the mind of another person, and I don't control his mind. My own is, I can say and turn back. You either heed to what I say, or you turn against what I say. I respect opinion, I respect people's choice. Now, on the
I saw the way you are handling the thing. It's okay. It's a personal thing.
Hold on. I did something 2 days ago, a video, out of my own wish, as in that video reducing that I know. But I will not tell anybody the reasons. I will not tell you the things I faced to have gone to do that video. I know the challenges, I know the battle I fight. I don't want to be praised, I don't want to be clever, I don't want to be at least celebrated. I know the battle, I am highly involved. And if we don't get this justice, I will lose more than anybody in this battle. Because I have lost friends, I have lost family, I have lost businesses. But I will not come out to say this and this. But if I know anything that is trying to cripple this justice, believe me, brother, I will not indulge or encourage it. That is me. I play my own part and I do my own.
Kuresi, Egbon.
Yes, sir.
Everybody with me. I like to question everything. That is why I don't have plenty friends. I don't have them. Because in reality, outside this camera, I'm not a friendly person. I don't social. I'm not that kind of person. I want to ask you, Ejo, did you introduce or directly contacted Sansitu to represent Baba Mohbad?
Hello.
Yes.
No. When I was meeting Sansitu, we went together with Baba. I accompanied Baba to meet Sansitu. I was not the one that negotiated with Sansitu. His family did. I never settled with Sansitu. His family did. Look, there are a lot of things that are going wrong just because you don't like a dog, you are calling it a bad name. Well, no matter what, I'm used to it. I will always make myself available in any cause I believe in. And that is it. I make myself a sacrificial object. Yeah.
I want to say something. Kemokwe, you are aware that they literally stopped Oriyomi from hosting that Mohbad case during that time. They did the same with Brekete. Are you aware that a lot of people have disappeared? Some people are in jail, in prison, Some people were badly humiliated, oppressed, intimidated. Some people lost their jobs because of this justice for Mohbad. The people who actually went well, like somebody like me, I really want justice for Mohbad. That is why you will notice that when I'm talking, I call names. I don't say allegedly, because I am following the information being put out from the WhatsApp group, which the creator of the WhatsApp group, that is the admin, Yabojo, didn't deny. Even before Yabojo came out to say, whatever she did, the girl already said, confirmed that the WhatsApp group existed, or rather exists. So if you notice, I don't use allegedly just because of say I want to call attention of the. I'm not a content creator, and I'm not benefiting from this justice for Mohbad as most of the people did, because we learned about a lot of people who use justice for Mohbad to shove in millions of naira. Some even bought houses, some bought cars, and celebrated it on this same app, which they use as a means to lure people to donate for them, which they never meant well. Now, I'm saying this straight out here for the general public to know, and for those people, screen recording as you used to do, please make sure you screen record it. A lot of us will disappear. A lot of people will disappear more because of this, because we won't stop talking. Let me take that again. A lot of us will disappear more. Some will be put to exile. Some will be shot dead on the streets. Some will be in prison, because that is the only thing the wicked people who do evil from time to time uses the government to achieve. Because they also are dangerously connected to government. Now, what I'm saying is for us to know, Baba Gracie, how do you feel?
Add the charges. Yeah.
How do you feel personally about how this justice for Mohbad is going in this trail and path?
Well, my brother, considering the investment, what people generally have contributed, the sacrifices, that have been made, we all have been made, and even if I want to be self-centered, considering what I have invested, time, resources, my little change, my brother, at this stage, I am not only disappointed, I am devastated. I am devastated in the sense that I expected this thing, even if the judgment of justice has not been read out, we should be looking at justice at least in front of us. But unfortunately, it didn't go. Sorry. I can't correct me now. What happened? Unfortunately, it's gone. Okay. So, unfortunately, sorry, but unfortunately, we are where we are. So disappointing, so grounded, and deflated, confused. Thank you. So devastated, and we are deflated. Well, one thing is, I have a never die spirit. Even when I am being dragged down on something, I will still raise my hope and continue to fight. No matter what is happening, I feel more disappointed than anybody that you cannot see it on my face or hear it on my mouth. All I focus on is, what more can I do? What more can I do? I am focused on my own contribution. What can I do? What can I do? At least as long as I still have a slim chances, I will continue to push and push and push. It's not over until it's finally over. Basically, I'm disappointed.
Mr. Gracie.
Yes, sir.
In some notice in some days time, yeah. In recent days back, yeah. Baba Mohbad is been acting under duress or a certain circumstances that is not known to him. He's now angry or being throwing tantrums on the people who came together and donated for him to be able to secure the legal prostitution, which is contradictory. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we learned that a total of 25 million, if not more than that, was handed over to this person, and maybe more. Yeah. And over the time, even in the corona inquest, whatever, the said lawyer was only channeling his inner and outer energy on Naira Marley and Sam Larry, which the court gave a direct order that everybody involved in the numbers of 40 must be present in the court, and if they didn't show up, they are going to do whatever to them. But none of these individuals showed up other than Naira Marley and Sam Larry. What do you think?
What do you say? Other than Naira Marley and Larry.
Yeah, that showed up, and that hospital that put out the press letter, the letter or whatever, the Perez hospital. So among the 40 people, none of them came other than Naira Marley and Sam Larry.
I think those were the names requested, apart from one person, because let me say this, I might not like the outcome of the corona inquest, and I might not like the dissociation of an individual, but when someone does anything that I'm okay with, I will say it. When SAF3 started, I was highly delightful and happy. Why? Because the corona magistrate was about winding up. He has said it that, well, after this people, she was not going to entertain any witness or witnesses. But when SAF3 came, SAF3 argued it.
Onílé Múyìwá òní bíi cousin bàbá or bóyá navy wọn ni America ló stay sí ó ní ó ń da gbogbo ẹ̀rú ó ló ní final say in tó bá ti sọ.
and queen of rate worry ẹ jẹ́ kó tiẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ dá onílé lóhùn náà èmi ní question tèmi fẹ́ bi kùrẹ́ẹ̀tì kò nídìí kò sọ́bọ̀ ní dọ̀rìn mọ́ gbogbo ọ̀bọ tó wà ní dọ̀rìn.
Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Please, there's something Guresi said. I mean, if it's true, I would like him to answer what he said. He said that Baba told him some things. I don't know if anybody got to hear when he said it. That Baba told him some things that he's surprised. So when Baba told you some things, and you know Baba have people around him, people that have been struggling, why didn't you come out and tell these people this is what is going on so they will know? You just don't have to hide things. Every time we keep on hiding things, you have to call Buki Jesse, call Daddy. Your Baba told me this. How can we come? How can we do about this thing before this thing gets out of hand? Now it has gotten out of hand.
Madam,
it has gotten out of hand.
Madam Faith,
are you Yoruba? So if it's true, you please tell us.
Madam Faith,
are
you Yoruba?
No.
Mr.
I will drop. So please, you ask one question, and the question is not being answered. See, all of us are not fool. We are not fool. This is a case of homicide. Someone died in the house. You didn't invite those people living with him, 50 people living with him, and you are talking about Naira Marley, Sam Larry every day. And you ask a Guresi one certain question. Guresi, are you happy with what the son is doing? Or do you think what the son is doing is the right thing to do? He was dribbling, talking, I was killing, Onile, Eje Kaso to Toro. Ati Guresi o ati Baba, irọ́ ni wọ́n pa. Anybody come bu lawyer gbase ti eni to bá wù fi.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Get out jare.
Baba o.
Get out.
Ima ṣe ra àwọn eléyìí onílé àwọn tó fù làwọn eléyìí náà. Àwọn tó fù tó jẹ́ pé tí wọ́n fẹ́ lo oyin tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láti wọlé àwọn leléyìí.
Madam.
Àwọn leléyìí.
Ẹ máa wò tí ẹ wò nǹkan tèmi fẹ́ sọ ni wípé number 1 kò sí ọ̀bọ ní dọ̀rìn mọ́ gbogbo ọ̀bọ tó wà ní dọ̀rìn ti gbọ́n.
Káyọ̀dé.
Ìyẹn number 1 wọ́n ti gbọ́n. Onílé, please, I want to ask a question. What is the way forward like now pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí because ó ní àwọn questions kan tí mo fẹ́ bí Guresi.
Onílé ẹjọ́ mẹ́mà bínú mà Onílé ẹgbẹ́ làbúbù.